Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga for this full body yin yoga practice. We are going to be doing a sequence designed to release tension through all of the major target areas of the body. We'll move slowly and gently, resting in each pose for about 2 minutes. And you won't need any props today, so let's just go ahead and begin our full body yin yoga practice. We'll begin on the belly in Sphinx. Coming onto the forearms and elbows with the palms on the ground. Let the legs be a comfortable distance apart, maybe hips width or maybe a little bit wider. Adjust your elbows as needed so that you really feel like you're resting in the weight of the elbows and not using too much effort to hold yourself here. Allow the eyes to close if you'd like. And with your inhalation, see if you can feel the crown of your head rise up a little higher. As you exhale, relax and soften your legs, your feet, and breathe into the heart now, opening the chest forward. Relax your tailbone, your buttocks, your lower back. And now breathe into the lowest part of the belly, feeling it press against the earth. And exhale, soften the whole low belly and pelvis down into the ground. Settling into the stillness of this pose as you breathe steady, easy breaths. And now take one more full breath into the low belly. And exhale, slowly releasing down, forehead to the ground. Place the hands at either side of your chest and press your hips up and back to come into child's pose. Resting with the palms on the ground, the tailbone releasing back and down toward your heels. And now take a deep breath into the back body. As you exhale, feel your spine elongating. Feel the back of the hips softening. And take a breath right into the lower back now. Exhale and soften the lower back, the lower spine. And slowly come up to hands and knees, and then we'll cross the ankles and sit back to take the legs in front to come into a seated butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, and you can choose if you'd like the feet closer or a little farther away. As we come over the legs, feel it out so that you can find a stretch of the inner thighs, the inner groin area, perhaps clasping around the toes, perhaps letting the hands rest on the floor. You always have the option with this pose and any seated pose in yin to sit up on a cushion, which will make the pose deepen, which will stretch more deeply into the fascia. Let's take a breath in now. And with an exhale, soften through the shoulders, relax the head, Relax the spine. As you rest into the stillness of this shape, notice how the spine is in this forward curve, and notice the sensations that you feel all along the length of the spine. And now slowly come up, sitting upright and crossing the ankles so you can roll forward again to hands and knees. Moving into cat and cow, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's inhale, find a back bend, lifting the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, drop the ribs, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine. Return to a neutral spine and step your right leg forward for dragon. Both hands will be on the inside, the left side of the leg, and you can walk your right foot out to the right side edge of your mat or play around with the angles here so that it feels like a satisfying stretch in the front of your left hip and the front of your left thigh. Feel free to wiggle around, move your hips around, explore different angles until it feels good, and then eventually settle into a place of stillness. And finding a steady and even flow of breath. And maybe now we can soften a little bit more through the left hip, letting it drop down toward the earth a little more. Breathe into the left hip. Exhale, relaxing, softening. Slowly now, tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, and step your way back into downward dog. And take a few moments in dog to walk out the legs, bending one knee at a time, and feeling the difference between the right leg and the left leg after doing dragon on the first side. And as you're ready, bend both knees, bringing them to the floor. And we'll find dragon on the second side, stepping the left leg forward. Both hands on the inside of the foot. walking the left foot out to the left side edge of the mat. And taking a moment to find your angles here, shifting the weight side to side. See what feels like the best stretch for the front of your right hip and thigh. And then settling into stillness, quieting the movements of the body and steadying the breath. Relaxing the right leg. Slowly now tuck the back toe. Take a big step back for downward dog. Walking the legs, bending one knee at a time. And feeling the two legs after dragon on each side, feeling into the thighs. And now slowly bending the knees and dropping the hips back toward the heels in child's pose. Breathing in child's pose. Feeling the rebound of the poses that we've done so far. Feeling the energy that's flowing through the body. And slowly coming up to hands and knees, taking sleeping swan by sliding the left knee forward and turn the shin so that the foot comes toward the right thigh. And lifting up through the chest, inhale the breath. As you exhale, come forward over the leg, elbows on the floor, or the forehead resting on the floor. And making any adjustments you need to so that you feel the stretch in the left glutes. And as you settle here, let yourself eventually come to a place of stillness where the breath flows easily, smoothly, and steadily. Slowly come up now and sit over onto the left hip. Bring the back leg around to the front, coming into half butterfly, arranging so that the left foot is at the inner upper thigh. Sit on a cushion if you'd like, and come forward over the leg, holding on to perhaps the shin, the ankle, or the foot. You could also rest your hands on the floor. And as your body softens into this shape, notice where you feel it, perhaps in the hamstrings of your right leg, perhaps your lower back, or even your middle upper back as you relax your head and soften your shoulders. Allow your spine to relax and breathe into the whole back body, the back of the torso and the back of the right leg. As you exhale, can you release into the pose a little more? Slowly come up and slowly cross the ankles, come onto hands and knees. And we'll take sleeping swan on the second side, right knee forward, turn the shin and settle the hips back to find the stretch in the right glutes. First we inhale, lift up the chest, and exhale, bring it forward, elbows to the floor or head stacked on hands or arms out in front. Making any final adjustments to relieve any discomfort in the knee or anywhere else while finding the stretch of the right glutes. Breathe into the sensations that you're feeling in your right hip. Slowly come up now. Sit over onto your right hip. Bring your back leg around to the front and find half butterfly on this side. Come forward over the left leg, hands on the shin, ankle, foot, or floor. Making any adjustments you need to so that you can settle into stillness. Observing the body as it moves through these initial layers of tension, and then into a deeper sensation, a deeper experience, melting into the fascia, breathing into what you feel. And slowly come up now, and slowly extend the right leg forward and shift onto your back. And when you get on your back, hug your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and gently rock side to side. Feel yourself arriving on the floor and allow yourself to receive this support, the earth holding you. Moving slowly toward our final relaxation with a couple more poses left. It's all on the back from here. Let's go ahead and take both feet to the floor. And now we'll take the left ankle over top of the right knee and find figure four pose, hugging the knees in toward the chest and clasp behind the thigh, or for a deeper stretch, clasp in front of the shin. And breathing now into this outer hip, left side, softening into the external rotators, the three layers of glutes, these strong muscles that help with our walking, with lots of our exercise. Now taking this time to bring a slow and gentle attention to these tissues, breathing into what you feel. And now let go of the legs as you cross your knees closer together. Let the feet fall to the ground, right foot on the ground, and we'll come into a twist, taking the knees over to the right side. Right hand on the knees, left arm reaching out to the left side. And adjust your shoulder blades on the ground so that you feel evenly balanced in this twist. Left chest opening back, left shoulder opening back toward the ground, and turn your head to the left. And breathe into this twist of the spine. And you can experiment with whether your knees are tucked closer to your body or if they're less bent, farther away from the chest. See what feels best to twist your spine. Allow your next breath to expand into the ribs, the lungs, the left side of the waist. And exhale and soften the ribs, the lungs, the waist. Slowly release, bring it back up to the center, unwinding the legs, centering your hips to come into figure 4 on the second side, right ankle over the left knee. Thread the right arm through as you draw the left thigh toward you and clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin, stretching into the glutes on the right side. We warmed into this stretch with our sleeping swan pose, so we might be able to feel this pose a little more deeply today. The option to flex the ankles or to keep the feet relaxed. See what feels better as you navigate this outer hip stretch. And begin to breathe into what you're feeling. Breathe into the right buttock and allow the breath to soften any tension that you find here. And letting go of the legs, allow the left foot to find the ground and cross the knees tighter as you take both knees over toward the left side and reach your right arm out to the right side, finding your twist. Option to bend the knees more toward the chest or to keep them less bent. See what feels good as you twist your spine, finding the shoulder blades a little more firmly planted on the ground with any adjustments you need to make to your upper body. And eventually settling into a place of stillness and quiet, allowing the breath to be the moving part of this pose in its gentle rhythm in and out, massaging the body from the inside with the breath as it moves into the lungs, expanding and deflating the ribs, the back body, the heart, the right side of the chest. Slowly release. Legs unwinding and coming back to center. And now straighten your body out to come into Shavasana. Relaxing arms and legs extended in whatever angle feels most spacious for your shoulders and hips. Feel the back body connected to the earth. Back of your skull resting into the support of the ground. Breathe into your chest now. Exhale and feel the back of the heart resting into the support of the ground. Breathe into your belly. Exhale and feel the hips, the buttocks, and the legs relaxing and releasing. Softening your arms and your hands. Relaxing your face, your jaw, and around your eyes. And soften the whole front body. And soften the whole back body. And now relax the entire body. Take a deeper breath now into the belly and into the heart. And as you exhale, gently wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Stretch out into your arms and legs. Inhale the breath. And as you exhale, bend the knees and slowly roll over to the side. And from your side lying position, very gently push up into a comfortable seat, cross legs, or whatever is comfortable. Letting the hands rest on the knees as you close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you exhale, bring the palms together in front of the heart. Allow the eyes to open. And with your inhale, circle your arms around. Palms meet over the head. Exhale, pull the hands right down in front of the heart. And that's our practice today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this one, kind of an efficient yin practice. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in the next practice.